ThinkTech Hawaii. Civil engagement lives here.
Aloha, I'm your host, Winston Welch, and delighted you're joining us today for this special edition of Out and About, where we explore a variety of topics, organizations, and events with the people who fuel them in our city, state, country, and world. As a disclaimer, any views or opinions expressed by me are strictly my own and not connected with any organization. And we are delighted to have some very special guests in the studio. It is our one-year anniversary, actually, of Out and About, and we are having a reprisal of these very special guests. Melvin, Jadulang, Joe Bock, and Francine Beppu, all directors at the Hawaii LGBT Legacy Foundation, to talk about Honolulu Pride Parade and Festival, which has already kicked off, so we're even behind the curve here, but the parade and festival will be on Saturday, October 20th. So welcome to the show again today, and thank you again for coming and being my guest.
Thank you.
Here.
It's glad to be back.
Thanks for having us.
Amazing how time flies, isn't it?
Absolutely.
A lot has changed in a year, and we have some. I was looking at the website, and I was really excited to see all the new stuff that you've got. We're going to be broadcast this year on KHON, is that right? And you were going to be one of the co-hosts of that, is right?
That's right. 11 a.m. on KHON2.com and through the KHON2 mobile app. So, you know, this is the first year in our state, actually, that we have a major media network and broadcast company supporting us. And, you know, KHON2 has always been such a great community leader and visionary sponsor this year as well. So we're excited about that.
And where are you going to be broadcasting from? Where's your location going to be?
Right along the parade route. The parade actually kicks off on Saturday, October 20th from Magic Island. It goes up Kalakaua, and our station, I believe, will be right in front of the banyan tree towards the end by Waikiki Walls. So we'll have the backdrop of the ocean.
Okay, I see. So they'll be showing you, and then you'll talk a little bit about the different groups, and then back to the parade, just like a typical sort of thing.
I'll be co-hosting with Justin Cruz.
With Justin Cruz,
Yes.
okay, our weatherman.
Yes.
Yes, okay, Justin.
He's a big ally.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's terrific, and it is so great to see that we're getting into very mainstream stuff right now. And last year, I was just amazed at how many people were actually at the parade. Do you guys know how many actually were in the parade itself or watched the parade?
Over 2,500 participants and over 30,000 spectators.
Wow.
We have over 90 entries in the parade this year, so it's going to be even bigger than it was last year, which is pretty exciting.
90 different sort of floats or people carrying
90 different
banners.
groups of people, companies, organizations, or floats.
That's awesome. So one of the biggest ones in the state that happens.
I believe so, and we were informed that we're in the top 5 as far as parade entries in the state, which is we're very proud of.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay, and then so it's going to start at 11, and it's going to go down for how long does it take for 90 groups to go by?
Typically an hour.
An hour and a half, somewhere around there.
Really? Okay, so.
We have a lot of great volunteers. I think that's one of the things about our organization is really 100% volunteer-led organization. And so the people who come out and help make the parade happen, all of these events, are all volunteers. And I think the parade, given the size, we have a great volunteer corps that just really makes sure that the parade entries start on time, they keep moving, and then we all can celebrate at the festival grounds right after.
Well, I have to say it is totally organized when you go onto your website, and you've got a ton of information there. And what is the website right now so we can get it out in case people are watching and they want to go right to it?
HonoluluPride.com. Very easy to remember.
HonoluluPride.com. Okay, that's a pretty easy one out there. And HonoluluPride.com, so it's going to be started at 11 and then finish up at the Shell again?
Yes. So
Correct.
the festival, the Honolulu Pride Festival, follows immediately after the parade. So we hope everybody who watches the parade along Kalakaua moves along kind of towards the end and joins us with the festival, which goes until 6 o'clock that evening.
Till 6 o'clock.
We have some great local and national performers.
Okay. So you mean singing and dancing and different troops and that sort of thing?
Musicians, yes.
Musicians?
One of our headliners this year are the finalists from American Idol, Ada Vox and Journey, if you've been watching and following the season.
Okay. And I haven't, but I can imagine American Idol finalists is pretty big stuff as it goes. Okay. So we're going to have that, and then there's going to be a lot of these same community groups that are going to be having booths there as well.
We have, I think, over 70 vendors and booths at the parade, or sorry, at the festival this year. Yeah, so it's going to be, We're kind of filling up. We take the back part of Waikiki Shell, where the kind of bleachers are, and kind of wrap around where the restroom and other facilities are. Yeah. So we're kind of filling up the whole space. We have so many participants this year, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We have an entertainment stage, and then there'll be plenty to eat, drink, entertainment. Organizations, you can stop by and get some information on their services, on how they support the community, and maybe people can find something that they'd like to participate in.
Absolutely. So this is our big Nexus event, and it happens here in Honolulu. Why is it in October instead of June?
So it's interesting. We're having this. People come and always ask this question because typically people think that Pride happens in June. The month of October is actually LGBT History Month, and so of course everyone knows that October 11th is Coming Out Day. So in the United States and other countries, October is LGBT History Month. It's a great time for us. Our weather's great. There's a lot of chance when people, whether it's schools or companies or organizations, people are back here. They're not traveling and they're not away from home because of the summer months sometimes. So it's a really great opportunity to bring everybody who's here in the island to come and also enjoy our weather too. But I think overall, October has a lot of interesting things happening this year. October 17th is the first International Gender Pronouns Day. So a lot of different things are coming up for the month of October. And Honolulu Pride just is right in the middle of it all. So it's a really good time to have Pride for us.
And October 17th is also the day that University of Phoenix and the Hawaii Rainbow Chamber of Commerce are having one of the events, which I will just plug right now, and then we'll go on to some of the other events. But we're having a lunch and learn at the University of Phoenix Kapolei campus, and that's going to be, I suppose you can go on your website and find out about it, or you can go to highrainbowchamber.org. But it's going to be the ABCs of LGBTQ, which is how do we navigate this new language, and how can we talk about this in a coherent, logical, approachable way? So I encourage people to go out to that, as well as the many other events you have, and we've already started off with some. So tell us what you've already done, and then what's coming down the pike.
Well, we have over 30 events on the calendar this year, which started on Friday, first Friday in Chinatown, and Francine actually helped to organize that.
Yes, it was such a great turnout. I'm not sure if you're aware, but it's also the 15th year that Chinatown First Friday's been in existence. Okay. So it was a great turnout. We had tons of local neighborhood bars and restaurants, and the official Honolulu Pride kickoff event took place at the Art at Mark's Garage, which we support. It's a community space, also runs as a nonprofit. And the organization that curated the event is a dear friend of ours, Lala Openi. She's also a Chinatown artist, and she curated a gallery, and it's for the QTI POC, so it's queer, trans, intersex, people of color. So what's amazing about that, again, is, as you said, the ABCs, oftentimes certain members of the community are maybe less visible or less, there's less awareness around certain groups. So honestly, this is just a community effort to support each and every individual, because diversity is what makes this place unique.
It really is. It's a celebration of diversity. It's a celebrating of just who we are and bringing our full selves to life and
to light, really. I think that kind of leads, well into what is Pride and what is it all about. And Pride is a chance for everybody, and we have a very, very diverse, colorful group in our community, and this is the time for everybody to shine, and for everybody to receive recognition and to be proud of who they are, and to join in the celebration of life and who we are as a community.
It's well put, because we have the other 364 days of the year are straight Pride, right? Or maybe the other 11 months. But as I was reading some things these days, it's really changing quickly. I read a GLAAD study that said 25% of kids these days identify as LGBTQ or other non-heteronormative, which I think is kind of astounding. Now, that was from GLAAD, but I've seen it in other surveys as well, that this younger generation coming out, they're dispensing with what we have traditionally thought of as the labels where we put ourselves in a box, when in fact we're so many different things. But it is important that we do be recognized for this part of who we are, and celebrate the freedoms and the hard-won freedoms that we've gotten out of this. So we kicked off with the Art at Marks on Friday, and that display is going to go all week long?
All month long
Okay.
throughout Pride.
Okay. And then what else is happening after, or what's happened since then that we might have missed, or should we go on to the stuff that we haven't missed yet?
Yesterday, our flags, our rainbows over Waikiki.
Okay.
If you are ever in the Waikiki area, you'll drive by Kalakaua and you'll see the rainbows.
Rainbow banners all up and down Waikiki. It's really a fantastic time for 2 weeks as of Sunday.
Okay.
And also made possible by community members, sponsors, corporations, and individuals.
Okay.
Flags are sponsorable.
Okay.
well.
We'd like to give recognition to, again, all of the people who helped put the rainbows over Waikiki and all the different 30 events together and joining in the parade and festival. We give thanks to all of the members of the community, both individuals, companies, and organizations on our website, and also in the Pride Guide, which will be available at Pride events at the end of the week this week. So we want to again say thanks to the community.
And where can we get the Pride Guide?
It will be at all of the Pride events that are on the schedule. We'll have some at the Waikiki LGBT Center, and then at other destinations kind of around the city.
So you are an all-volunteer organization?
Yes.
Okay, so no paid staff as of yet?
I think what's important, and I think there's so many things going on with Honolulu Pride, as you were saying, it's not just this one day, it's a month-long thing. And I really encourage a lot of people to go to honolulupride.com, take a look, because we can't possibly memorize everything that's on the list. We were talking about it, and we're like, there's a lot. And I think here's the key, is because of the volunteers and the people, as we talked about gender identity, sexual orientation, it's a lot more than what some people would think just be the binary or just certain letters of the alphabet. It's a lot of different identities, and that's really what's a beautiful thing about here in the Honolulu Pride, is we are looking at recognizing everybody, and people who may have not felt they were part of Pride have come up, they stepped up and really said, hey, we want to do an event. And so you're going to go onto your website and say, wow, there's 2-3 events on the same day, but it's all there because there's different types of events for every type of people. But even Coming Out Day, there's several Coming Out Day events. If you check it out, we have education events at the university. We have one at Ward at the IBM building, so you may want to go check that out as well. There's so many great things coming up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just going to jump on that. It is exciting. There are a couple of events on Coming Out Day this Thursday, the 11th. We're excited that the IBM building will be lit up in rainbow colors on Thursday evening alongside Courtyard Cinema, which will be showing Love, Simon. It's a free event, so we encourage people to come out.
Great movie.
Yeah, it is a great movie, pulls the heartstrings. So we're excited about that.
And yeah, IBM, of course, being an iconic and one of the first LGBTQ-friendly companies that really promoted that and realized the value of diversity, because if we're not able to bring ourselves to work, we're losing something, and the companies are losing something, and society's losing something. So I think this is really a wonderful way for us to celebrate our humanity. And instead of it being Pride Month, it really needs just to be Pride Year every year, all the time. But that we can take this special time just to recognize that we are in need of recognition and need to celebrate ourselves. And that's what it's about. It's a celebration. So we have a lot more to talk about after we come back after the break. But so National Coming Out Day is on the 11th. Is there some information also we can find out on the website about that?
Yes, there certainly is. HonoluluPride.com.
HonoluluPride.com, a ton of information there. And we will take a break. I am Winston Welch. This is Out and About on ThinkTech Live streaming network series. And we are delighted to be talking with our one-year anniversary guest and big draws, Melvin, Jadulang, Joe Bock, and Francine Beppu of the Hawaii LGBT Legacy Foundation. And we're talking about the upcoming Honolulu Pride 2018 Parade and Festival. So stay back. We'll be in a minute with more of the story. Aloha. We are back and we're live and we are celebrating our aliveness and our love of our community. This is Winston Welch on Out and About with our special guest on the ThinkTech Live Streaming Network series. We have Melvin, Jadulang, Joe Bock, and Francine Beppu of the Honolulu LGBT Legacy Foundation. We are talking about Honolulu 2018 Pride Parade and Festival. And it's a wonderful event, getting bigger every single year. We moved over to the Shell. Everything's happy, coming together. Do you get money from the state from this, or the city, or anything?
We actually, this is the first year that we've received support from the Hawaii Tourism Authority.
Good.
So yeah, so we're very happy about that, helping to market and also to run the programs of the Hawaii LGBT Legacy Foundation.
Well, and I know people flying in, personal people for me, who are coming in for the parade, so that is exciting as well.
It's another great reason to have Pride, Honolulu Pride in October, because we don't really compete with a lot of the other major cities for Pride festivals, and it also allows some of us here to visit other cities and enjoy the National Pride Month in June. So, you know, another great reason. It's less expensive to come to Hawaii in October, which we hope we get a lot of visitors who want to help celebrate our Pride.
And a little cooler, okay. And yeah, my niece is coming in, Shelby, if you're watching, and her boyfriend Ryan. So they wanted to participate in Pride this year and celebrate their uncle and everybody else who they value as members of the community, that realize it's a richer place when people can be out and open. So you've got some great publicity, some great sponsors, which are really impressive. And you also are the outreach chairs, or how can I say it, the promotion chairs, or the
well, so we're all on the Honolulu Pride Committee.
Yeah.
Francine and I co-chair the marketing subcommittee, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And Melvin is our treasurer.
And he's wearing a very distinctive shirt, and you're wearing a distinctive shirt. Francine has a distinctive button, and this is also merchandise that people can get, some stickers.
You all see these.
And can they get these on the website as well?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we should order in advance. Are they taking a while to ship? Is it like an Amazon Prime thing, or are they local? Or
Definitely not. Definitely being fulfilled by all volunteers as well. But as soon as they get ordered, we have all of our items in stock now, so they should be shipping out within a few days of an order being placed. So yes, all of these things. But I think I wanted to point out that we've had a lot of great, again, these volunteers and supporters about even just the logo and what it means. I think you might be wondering, like,
what does the logo mean? Yeah, explain for people that may not live in Hawaii what your logo is.
Our marketing folks can really explain this out for sure.
It's really celebrating diversity, because it's really the one thing we have in common. Our theme for Honolulu Pride this year is celebrating the rainbow. So whatever that entails, whoever you are, we're just celebrating because, you know, humanity. We're celebrating people as you are, all together. And, you know, the Oahu Visitors Bureau is also hosting a Rainbow State press trip. So this year, again, we have a ton of media exposure and national and international press coming on.
Yeah, so, I mean, everybody who lives here is familiar with what a musubi is. It's, you know, it's intrinsic to Hawaii. It's part of our, you know, Hawaii culture.
Yeah.
So one of the designers of the company that Francine and I work for, actually, our Fiducia, she designed this, and it's basically taking the musubi and adding a little color to it. So, you know, big gay flying musubi is kind of our badge of honor for the year.
I love it, the gay flying musubi.
And we all can fly when we support each other.
And the musubi is it's a treat. It's one of our local treats. It's basically I guess a rice square with some Spam on top, and then
wrapped in the nori. Yeah.
Or maybe veggie. If you're a vegetarian, it could be made out of tofu.
Yeah, and just to give you guys, this is a really amazing, beautiful magazine. If you haven't seen this, this is not only, it's targeted toward the LGBTQ audience, but it's a beautiful magazine, regardless of who picks it up and looks at it. The production values are just amazing. And this is Lay Magazine. It's available on newsstands and Barnes and Nobles,
subscription-based, Barnes and Nobles, Whole Foods.
Nationwide.
And online, you can probably also find information.
Definitely, layculture.com.
Layculture.com, and a big supporter of our Pride Festival as well, and just a really high-quality magazine. We're looking forward to working with them. Also this year, we have a very exciting development in that we're going to have the world's first sort of, we'll call it, area-wide LGBT community supporting Wi-Fi. So you'll be able to hook on to high rainbow chamber Wi-Fi and just pick that up and get your free Wi-Fi. So come on out and sign on so that we get a lot of hits and we can then sell that to sponsors.
What's that called? How would I find it?
Well, you're just going to go on your phone and look for free Wi-Fi signals, and it'll be right there. High Rainbow Chamber free Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi.
Yeah, is this in the Waikiki
It's
area?
going to be in Waikiki along the whole parade route, so you can Snapchat and Instagram your heart away and post your things on Facebook. And it's also runs along Kuhio Avenue and is just a great promotional tool along. So it's great. So you're having the media come in as well. So. As we realize that this is a huge market as well. I mean, not that we should ignore the pink rainbow dollar, but it is a big draw, and it's something that Honolulu is way behind in. So I'm really glad to see the HTA stepping up this year and realizing the value of having something, especially in an off. I think this is probably a slightly down time for them as well. So now, I also know that is it next week that there's going to be the LGBTQ resource fair at the University of Hawaii?
Actually, I believe it's this week too.
It's this week.
Everything's happening. Like it's coming up.
It is upon us.
It's upon us. We kicked off last week, but I think when we talk about events in the community, we have all the events of like celebrating, whether it's at places where you can celebrate with friends over a drink, over food, but at the same time, you can also get a lot of education out of it. So the University of Hawaii at Manoa, they're going to be doing a resource fair and a coming out day over on the 11th and 12th. Leeward Community College is also going to do something on the 18th.
Great.
So there's a lot of places. So we're not just like in the metro core part of Honolulu, but like just like the Rainbow Chamber, you folks will be out on the Kapolei side as well. So there's a lot of education going on. There's some movies. Kumuhina is going to be having a movie play as well. So there's a lot of other opportunities for the community to come out and learn about and basically celebrate the rainbow.
And I think we're seeing also a lot, just more awareness that the corporations need to come in and step up to. Bank of Hawaii did a wonderful expose on Andy Downs and drape the sides of the building in rainbow banners in June and again right now. And I think that was really meaningful. And he says he's gotten a lot of people saying, how do I start an employee resource group or whatever? So we're going to work with him. And First Hawaiian Bank is also going to have a contingency this year.
They are.
And so visionary thank you for their CEO and the people that got that made. To recognize the value that their employees bring, and that they are special and they need some recognition and support and mentoring, as well as those that want to support them. So we have a community pride picnic. Does that take place down at Kapiolani Park?
Saturday,
That's on
the 13th.
Saturday, yeah, and that's going to be down not in Kapiolani, in that area.
On Queens
Waikiki.
Queensurf Beach Park.
On Queens Beach, so somewhere right around the between the aquarium and the food concessionaire?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so bring your sunscreen out for that. The same for the pool party.
Yes, we have actually quite a few pool parties happening this year. I don't even know if I remember them all. I know that Gay Island Guide is having one at Alohilani, and I believe that's the 13th, this Saturday. We have another event this Saturday, Bloomingdale's Shopping with Pride, where they donate a portion of proceeds to the sales from that day to the foundation.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
If you love
Thank you,
shopping,
Bloomingdale's.
come to Bloomingdale's at 5 p.m.
Yes.
Ala Moana
At 5
Center.
p.m.
Yeah, they'll have cocktails. They have a DJ. It's a lot of fun. They have it every year. So they've been a multi-year supporter, and we'd like to thank them.
Is there going to be another one over on the west side in the water park again this year?
Well, we had Splash earlier this year, so that event happened in July already. So when we're talking about Pride and like having it just in 1 month, the work of the Legacy Foundation is not just to make Pride just happen in October. It happens all year round. Like even in June, we had a Pride picnic again. So I think one of the things that we can also maybe ask everybody is hashtag us Honolulu Pride. So when they're on their social media posts, when you're posting pictures, put Honolulu Pride in the hashtag so we can like repost, take a look at that stuff. There's just so many different events, as Joe was just naming, as that there's an event for almost everybody here on this island and those flying in. I think even if those can't fly in, they should just go to honolulupride.com, pick up some merchandise. We've had people already from as far as the East Coast already purchasing and wearing their shirts proudly. So that's something else that just gets to reach beyond just the island.
So definitely buy some shirts, a button, and any other merchandise you have on there. Is there coming of cost? Is it free to participate, or are some things free and other things there's a cost? I mean, obviously, if you're buying food or something, there's going to be a cost. But is there a cost to participate in the parade or the festival itself?
There is a cost for entry in the parade. I don't know if that's closed yet or not.
So, like parade entries are, there's a suggested donation to participate, but people can just go to honolulupride.com, take a look at if there's still some openings, if there's some small groups, or maybe even a community group or even just a group of friends who may want to get in, there may be some room for that. The parade, the festival itself is free for the general public. So I think that's one of the things people think, that there is a cost to get into the festival. It is completely free for people to get into.
Okay.
We suggest a donation because all of this is put together with everybody, individuals and organizations and companies support. So we appreciate that. And if people can chip in a little bit, we would appreciate that. But as Melvin said, there's no cost to get in.
And you don't make any money off of the sales of concessionaire items there, do you?
Well, just
the booze?
The alcohol. You would think, many people think that that's a major, well, I mean, a ton of people go there and buy alcohol, but apparently there's a third party that works with the state, so there's a few hoops that we're still working through, and it's been quite the challenge, but I believe things will,
We're working
Maybe
on it.
maybe there'll be some.
We're
but
working on it.
Basically, the message is, even whether you drink or not, give some money at the door.
If you can, yes.
If you
If you
can,
can,
and
right.
to support the community. And this is probably the major fundraising event of the year for the organization itself.
It is, and actually Melvin brought up a good point. It is the major fundraising event for the Legacy Foundation, and the Hawaii LGBT Legacy Foundation. Honolulu Pride is just one project that we have. Another is maintaining the Waikiki Center, the LGBT Center Waikiki. We have other initiatives like youth education that happen year-round. We have another few projects that we would like to get started, care for LGBT seniors sometime in the future, sooner hopefully than later. So all of the support we receive for Pride helps us to fulfill community service for the LGBT community year-round.
It's an important point that the LGBT Legacy Foundation is sort of our clearinghouse inside of the state for organizations to for people to go and find more information to hook into other things that are there. And so it's a great place, a great resource, and this is the main way that we can support the work that you do supporting all these other groups.
I would like to take a minute to thank all of our visionary sponsors for this year's Honolulu Pride. Hula's Bar and Lay Stand, Jack Law, they've been longtime supporters of the community.
Absolutely.
Hawaii Tourism Authority, as we mentioned, Hawaiian Airlines, Alaska Airlines, and KHON2 for their support this year.
And all the other many amazing sponsors that you have on your page, which are incredible. And then the volunteers that you got, like you guys. You guys are amazing. You're stepping up and you're answering the call that just says, yeah, I want my community to thrive, and I want all people to be valued for who they are. So I really appreciate you guys coming on the show. Is there anything else you want to say that we might have forgotten about? There's a million things we have to say.
But I think everything's at HonoluluPride.com.
Good point.
Get your flying rainbow movies, making sure that someone can go and celebrate the rainbow all year round and not just on October 20th.
Okay.
There's events for everyone, family friendly. If you want to come to Queen Kapiolani to a pool party at the day after Pride and have some fun, there's education events, film. There's really something for everybody.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So we hope to see
from
you out.
keikis to kapuna.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, this has been a very special treat to have you guys back again. I really appreciate you coming down, and you're role models for me and for the rest of the community. So thank you for all you do and the work that you do, and together with the great folks over at the Hawaii Legacy Foundation.
Thanks for having us again.
Thank you so much.
So unfortunately, we're out of time again. It's always a fast show, especially when you have such great guests as these. This is Winston Welch, and I am the host of Out and About on the ThinkTech live streaming network series. We have been talking with the fabulous Francine Beppu, Melvin Jadulang, Joe Bock of the Hawaii LGBT Legacy Foundation, and we've been talking about the 2018 Pride and Festival event. We hope you've been inspired and that with this community that we've been fostering here in Hawaii. So thanks for tuning in, and we will look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks to our broadcast engineer, Ian Davidson, technical producer, Brandy Lima, and our floor manager, Robert McLean, who rocks, and Jay Fidel, our executive producer, who keeps it all together. So thanks so much. Aloha. See you next time, Monday at 3. Bye-bye.